You made it out alive.
This is probably the first video I've ever started where I actually started off with an apology. So, yeah, I'm sorry.
Really? That seems hard to
The
believe.
reason for my apology is this video did not go as planned. It kind of wasn't meant to happen.
Must have got him years ago.
What I'd like to do, as you've seen from my last few videos with the Anniversary Edition content, is to run it concurrently with completing the main storyline.
Good starting point, at least.
So what I was doing is we just come back from the Thermal Embassy and reported back to Dawnfang, as you've just seen, and then we went on to speak to Brynjolf to go into the Ratway to go and find Esbern. However, partway through this, things take a turn and I come across some more Anniversary Edition content. What we end up doing is, rather than going looking for the Conjurer's Lair and continuing on with the Saints and Seducers quest line, I actually end up in a dungeon which I wasn't expecting, looking at or retrieving Duskfang and Dawnfang, well, which is one sword, as you all obviously know. It has different powers depending if it's dusk or if it's dawn. And also on that, I end up I get a pet rat, which again I wasn't expecting either. So my apologies, this isn't the video that I promised it would be, but hopefully you'll still like it anyway. So this is where it all starts. I'm going into here and I come across this note. So I'm just going to pause the video here just so I can read it out to you. Warning, stay out of the Ratway. It has come to our attention that some misguided citizens have been venturing into the Ratway late at night. To complicate matters, others have seen fit to spread rumours of their disappearance, stirring up talk of ghosts and phantoms haunting the sewers. We would remind you that the Ratway is not a safe place for commoners, and any talk of ghosts is nothing more than tavern gossip. We will investigate the matter shortly, but in the meantime take heed and do not enter the Ratway. The Riften Guard. So I started making my way through the game like on any other playthrough, just casually killing off the inhabitants down here. Although this one, strangely, his buddy that he was just speaking to is dying, or had just been shot, and he decides to go and warm himself by the fire, which is a bit random. Then I get to this bit, and I thought, right, don't remember her, I'll shoot her anyway. Miss. Alright, I'll go and smack her one then. This is actually the ghost in the Ratway, the one that the note was on about. And I'm like, do I go in here? Don't I? So we went into the Guardian Vault. Never been in here before, so I decided to have a little look around. We find a dead guild mage, and his last words. And it reads, I am done. My wounds are too deep, and so I have chosen to remain and lock this area. All I can do is pray that Salonius made it out and sealed this dreaded place shut forever. At least then my death will not have been in vain. What I didn't expect was finding this when I came in here. There's a magic barrier surrounding the sword. And I was like, okay, red barrier, red door. Let's go and have a look down here. Yeah, we went all the way down here and then we met with this gruesome sight.
Boost!
This next bit's actually quite cool. But this note reads, "Damn these mages with their magic. Things were good here, life was sweet, and profits were aplenty before the boss agreed to help these fools with their trap. This venture will cost us the shirts off our backs, I'll wager." One thing that was a little bit annoying was this skeleton that's bouncing around on the roof. A little bit of a fuss row, not soon sorted it out though. And then we had some blessed peace and quiet. But I did want to have a look around on this scaffolding because it kind of looked a bit like a jumping puzzle. Something that we could jump up and go around. And it turned out we can. Another skeleton with another note on him. What's this one read? "How could this have happened? Our plan should have worked, but who could foresee that his weapon would interfere with our simple enchantments? And now we have become ensnared in our own trap. What is this weapon, and what does it herald?" This room was locked up like a cell, but there was no body or person in it. When it had the chest, it's got the barrel, it's got the beds, a bed. Yeah, but there was nobody in it, so I figured it just hadn't been used yet. And these are running jumps I do here. I nearly come a cropper on this end bit and nearly completely mess it up. But there is a chest up here with a little bit of levelled loot in it. Nothing special, but still better than nothing. And then we've got to get down. Coming back into the main chamber, the light over the sword had changed from the red to the green, so I figured, well, done the red area, it's gone green, and I was do the green area, so yeah, red then green. Still can't get the sword though. But there is Salonius' journal here, which was just a bit too much reading for in-game at the moment. I don't show in the video, but you can go down and there are some skeletons at the bottom, but they're quite easy pickings. And you've got the ghost who again vanishes, just it's clearly showing us which way we've got to be going. And then you have him again with the ghost, and you're going to have to ignore the annoying skeleton rattling around. I'll do sort it out in a minute. But this guy's like a magic user, and he summons the two flame action axe, and you try to run back out the door I come in, but he wouldn't let me. So now I'm legging around trying to heal up, thinking, oh my god, where am I going to go? And I've kind of found this little alcove. I was waiting for to come and sort of swarm me, thinking I'm going to get killed, but they didn't. They stayed out there, which is quite good considering I'm a range character. And yeah, I was able to just plug away, even shoot through the bars. So I eventually get him, and he gets sucked away into a vortex as well. Another guild mage note. We are doomed, there is no hope. And this was quite a good little room. Again, you've got the annoying skeleton, but this one comes to life and attacks us, and is someone called Veric Tilwald, who wasn't too hard to defeat, as you can see, even for a ranged character game melee. We have to sort this annoying blooming skeleton out. The only way I've done it in the end was to take all the contents off of it. It kind of sorted it out. It looks like he's just been stuck in here guarding his precious silverware. Varric's note explains how he met Seychelles Gotharian, took money for him to basically do some dodgy works, ended up having it turn around and bite him, which is why he ended up locked up in here. It was quite a long read, so you can pause it on each page if you wish, if you want to read it. But I thought it was just a bit too long a read for the video. And then it's back to the main chamber, ready for this to go from green to blue. So yeah, that just left the blue door for me to go through. Wondering what was through here. And I was met with this rather magnificent sight of a massive underground chamber full of water. And me being me, thinking, right, I'm a kind of a thiefy, sneaky character, I'm going to go around. So I managed to just go around on this little ledge here to the side. And I was thinking to myself, right, okay, so this dude here, he's got to come alive. So I popped an arrow in him, didn't do anything. Walked right up to him, it didn't look like he was alive. Took Salonius' journal. I'm going to pause the video here and read this out because I think it's quite important to what's going on down here. 14th of last seed, 4th era 130. Our guild has been commissioned to capture and restrain a renegade blades captain. Many tall tales have been spoken of his cruelty and malice, some even claiming he is part serpent. In addition to bearing the arms of his former employers, it is said that he wields an Akavari weapon of dark magic. The combination makes him quite formidable. Thankfully, the guild has great experience in dealing with such things, and we will win the day. After that, it's just a case of taking the lavender and touching the tomb of the Guardian's wife, who's obviously the ghost that's been leading us on a merry chase around here. And then we've got the second manifestation of the Guardian. And again, it's just a case of out damaging his healing, which wasn't too bad. These are like a bit like glass cannons, these dudes. Finally, I actually get to take on the Guardian proper. And again, he isn't too much of a problem. I mean, obviously I'm standing up and out of melee range. And then he turns into Laurent Bouchard, who is obviously this Blade's captain. And you get this extremely loving scene just as you walk in. But it's over too quick. You know, we're reuniting the lovers. Oh, we get a nice sword at the end. We get Dawnfang, Duskfang. I think a little bit more emphasis on the reuniting the lovers would have been nice. But what a sword. And now it's mine. And I did all this unexpectedly. So what does it do? Duskfang. In daytime deals 7 points of fire damage and night deals 7 points of frost damage. After killing 12 creatures, absorb 5 points of health or magicka, and it hasn't killed any creatures yet. As I said, I wasn't expecting to make this video. I thought it was going to be going after the Saints and Seducers. So I was really surprised to be to find myself in this extra little added on bit in the middle of the Ratway. But then there's like an added bonus. I come out, I see this cage. Pets of Skyrim. I've got to find a key to unlock this cage to let the Skeever out. Have a little bit of a look around and I can't really see where it is, so I have to activate the quest to find out where it is. And then it turns out it's up the stairs and round the corner in the just past the room with the axe. But then we actually find Valonus outside with his diary. So yeah, up the stairs, past the room with the battle axe in it, into the room with the table and the skill book on the table. And there's a corpse on the floor. Whether it's supposed to be a corpse or something's killed it, I don't know. But this pickpocket has the key to the cage. Open up the cage. Have we got a pet Skeever called Scritch? So you go into the sewers under Riften, and you can get Duskfang, Dawnfang, a whole new quest line, and get yourself a pet Scritch. It looks like he goes and finds food for you. Then after that, it's just getting to the Ragged Flagon and tying up this part of it before we go and find Esben. And I'm just hoping when I record the next bit, I actually manage to get to Esben, complete that bit, and carry on with the Saints and Seducers. There's not going to be like another little quest in there which I wasn't expecting and got to another apology video for.
Need something?
So I'm going to shut up now, and this is the end of the video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
Quit kidding yourself.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. Got better things to do.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Well, calling me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize, so... Now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Ursi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. I'll be here when you're done.
Yes.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay.
I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place. What can I do for you?
Ah, you made it. Good to see you, my friend. I'll never forget how you saved my life from those Thalmor maniacs.
Hi there. Oh, did you need something?
Yes. Come find me if you need more.
Come back later, and I may have some work for you.